make sure you guys check out our channel partner, Gamersubs. Go to gamersubs.gg. Hey, make sure you guys check out our channel partner. I think that's working. Oh my goodness. Gamersubs.gg. Did I not get this thing right again? Make sure you guys check out our channel. Is there dual audio coming through? Okay, there we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. All right, people. Gamersubs.gg. Code ZAK for 10% off. Keto friendly. 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs. I'm drinking the raspberry tonight. And if you don't into the whole caffeine thing, that's okay. They have caffeine-free options. So check them out. Gamersubs.gg. Appreciate you that have been using the link there, all you lovely people. Make sure you guys add on the free samples as well. We're going to get started right after this. Ooh, that angle's a little deeper than usual. We're normally all the way over here, right in line with the end of my desk. There we go. We'll put these two beauties right here. We unboxed these earlier today. They look nice. They look real nice. And I think my hand is... Yeah, we got to adjust my camera here. Hold on. Yeah, that's where we want to be right there. Put this little guy on deck. There we go. Switch this over. All right, people, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to you. It's currently 8:49 p.m. Mountain Time. That means it's 10:49 p.m. Eastern, 9:49 p.m. Central, 7:49 p.m. Pacific. If you're overseas, let's see, UK, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like 3. It's like almost 4 a.m. there. So if I woke you up, sorry. I think. People. So if I woke... okay, let's fix that. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. TA Tech, I saw your chat there. We're good, man. I thought I had you modded. Let me see if I can fix that. Let me see if I can fix that. It's not letting me fix that. Okay, we'll fix it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Make sure the sounds are coming through. All right. I think we're good there. All right, people. Yeah. So like, I'm not trying to burn myself out or anything, but I'm enjoying the regular streaming, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of hang out tonight. I think what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna turn on the chill beats here. Yeah, we'll turn on these chill beats here, right here from our good friends at Creator Mix. Link is down below. They're right here. If you guys are looking for some copyright-free, royalty-free music, they've got the retro stuff. They got the rock and roll. They got the chill, trap, all sorts of good stuff. And this is their 1-hour lo-fi chill beats for streaming. Playing it through YouTube Music. Whoop! Oh my goodness! I'm sorry. I just wanted to finish that last little bit of coffee, but we also got the Gamersubs. Alrighty. People. Earlier today, this morning, we actually unboxed these two DVDs right here. The Bellroy leather cases for the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro. And I'm enjoying them. I've been using them throughout the day. And you know what's going to be really kind of the test with these is how are they going to hold up over the long term, over a couple months? Because we've seen, not necessarily Belroy, but we've seen other leather cases maybe fall apart, chip and stuff like that. Myself personally, never. I've never had a bad experience with the Belroys. I did do some confirmation. Did do a little. I did make a phone. I did send an email to my Belroy person, and I'm like, "Hey, Belroy person, these are 100% leather, right?" And they wrote me back just like 20 minutes ago. They wrote me. Oh, sorry, 10 minutes ago. Excuse me. Not that you guys care. Yes, they are. They're made of full grain leather, wrapped end to end to the case. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to discuss. So there we go. And the only reason I had to like double check on that, like I was sure they were. It says on the packaging and everything like that. The only reason I had to ask again is because when we open up the packaging earlier today, when we opened up the packaging for this, that's the slate blue. We've got the terracotta here. When we opened the package today, I was like I could smell. But I'm used to like opening up a package of like leather cases or case in the past and just being hit in the face with the leather smell. With this, I was like, I had to get like right on it, like it's there. But like it's not as strong as you think it would be. Didn't expect to see a guy putting a phone case up his nose tonight, did you? Well, you never know what you're gonna get here. We're live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Why am I streaming to both? Well, because you can do both now without getting in trouble. Well, let me rephrase that. Twitch didn't care if you multi-streamed, just not at the same time. In other words, you had to do Twitch one day and then do something else the next day. I've been at affiliate status for a long time over on Twitch, but my audience for the most part is on YouTube. So, for example, you guys are going to see chat like that right there. That's a Twitch, and there's a YouTube. So I will see both chats. The only thing I'm not going to see is any activity such as if someone like purchases a sub or whatever. In fact, what I should do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to pop out. You know what I'm going to do, actually? We're going to do this. Twitch's UI will allow me to pop out the activity filter. Pop out activity feed, and I can keep my eye on that. So not only will I see the chat now, I'll see what's going on. So subs and people that follow, etc. etc. Let's do that. Let's pop that out. We're popping. Not a lot of people do this, but we're gonna give it a shot here, people. Boom, right there. Now I can see it all now. I see it. And of course, if I need to go to moderation tools or anything like that on Twitch, I would have to jump into a different screen here. So for the most part, I like to have the YouTube screen up because that's where the most people are. Jeff Hale in the building. How you doing? Glad you're here. Glad you're here. TA Tech, I'm not sure why I can't mod you. Let's try it again here. Let's try it again. There should be a thing here. Add as moderator. So, it gives me options now. I can make you a managing moderator, can manage blocked words, change chat modes in live, and also has capabilities of standard moderators. Or I can make you a standard moderator, can review and remove chat messages and hide or put users in timeout. I think that's the way to go. I don't want you to, the blocked words and everything, I'll take care of my own. There you go. That's the same as everybody else. TA Tech is now a moderator on YouTube. All right. Don, Don coming in over on Twitch there, buddy. Yeah, he's a mod over there as well. How you doing, buddy? Glad you're here. Glad you're here. I had to set up my screens a little bit differently so I could keep an eye on the Twitch activity. But of course, your chat does show up in StreamYard. I should have shown you all this stuff when you were here, Don. But anyway, so after the stream today, I was playing around with these, and I'm really enjoying these cases. I'm so glad that they're somewhat slimline. They're not bulky. I can't stand a bulky case. I like bulky cases in certain circumstances, and those circumstances would be things like never, or if I go mountain hiking, because I do a lot of mountain hiking. Yeah, I'm not a bulky case fan. I'm not a bulky case fan. So, you know, I like how tight these are. I really like that. I really like how tight these are. And this extra little bit here with the camera module, really nice and everything like that. I really like that. But I've been thinking, like, I'm going to be using these for a few days. Now, I plan on, originally during today's stream, I was going to take parts of today's live stream, cut it up, and put it on ZAKtalks Pixel as a published video for these cases. Now I'm going to actually record a separate video and probably use some footage from that stream as B-roll and stuff like that, just because we had the cutaways and everything like that. And the reason why is I want to give a couple days with these just to see how they hold up. One thing I'm really questioning is how these things are going to hold up with patina and with the leathering and whatnot, because we know that sometimes leather cases can have that issue and everything. You guys can see the grain work on there. That looks nice, eh? This is the slate blue. By the way, if you're looking for these, there's a linky down in the description, at least here on YouTube. I don't think that's how it works over on Twitch there. So yeah, I want to see how these hold up for the next few days before I publish that video. Plus, I don't want to give the algorithm, like I just published over on ZAKtalks Pixel yesterday. That video has performed exactly the way I thought it would. I was honestly looking for 100+ views within 24 hours, and I got it. That's about 10%. I think we're about 250 or something. I can't remember. I didn't really look back. I've been answering comments, but I haven't really looked back on it. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a surprise. That video sitting at 376. For someone who hasn't published there for about 4 months, that's pretty good. 1,000 subscribers, 1153. It looks like I've gone up 12 subscribers. Okay, wow. Okay, so traction. That's good. Cool. Wow. I have 10 smartphones. Okay, wow. There's a lot of comments on here. I know some of them I answered earlier today. I'm trying to do this whole put it out there and then just don't look, right? Just to come back to it later and just answer the comments. Don't look at the analytics. Don't look how things are going, whatever, because, you know, my streaming is still kind of the main focus, is where the majority of you guys are watching, whatnot, what you guys seem to enjoy. And then, you know, put out the content over there as we go, kind of thing. So there's I don't want to say no big rush, but I do want to be more consistent. So if I published yesterday, I'm probably going to put out this Bellroy video on Saturday. I think that's a good Saturday video. You know, here's kind of like a week, 5 days or whatever it is with the Bellroy case and my thoughts on everything like that. But so I want to see how this thing holds up. And like I said, I've been enjoying it, and it was really tight to put in. In fact, we're going to take this one out of here. I'm going to show you guys how strong it was here. Let's dive into this live chat here. Watching you here too. Don't even start anything. Don's watching. Oh, you know what? Don's on his fold. He has a fold, so he's probably watching on both screens. That's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool. I've never even looked at analytics. Probably why I haven't grown much. You know what, man? YouTube analytics are a lot easier than they used to be back in the day. A lot more easy to understand. If you combine YouTube analytics along with Google Trends, that's a win. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard that. That was me taking Pixel 8. So these are both, how you put these in is relatively the same, but I'm going to show you guys a little trick that seemed to work out better, because I don't want to say I don't want to say I almost damaged the phone today. It felt like I could have, although these pixels are quite durable. So let's put this over here. A couple things about the Bellroy I'll show you guys one more time. We've got, you know, we got the nice branding on the inside there. And yeah, you can see the wrap. You can see the leather wrap all the way in there. And so there are individual buttons. You guys can see this, individual buttons. Okay, they're actual buttons. But if you look at this, they actually put the wrapping right up against that. So the buttons are not free floating. They're behind this felt part there, or part of the frame, which is kind of cool. Which means, like, when you're using this, like, you're gonna get the click. It's very firm, and they're not loose. Like, sometimes when you have individual buttons like this, sometimes they're loose. Sometimes you can do this kind of thing with your finger and they're loose, or they make like a rattling sound. That's not happening here, which is a nice touch. You've got some nice Bellroy simple branding right there. And of course, this reinforcement around the camera module, which I think is really brilliant. I mean, they could easily just put the camera and recess it in there. This is some extra protection, so when you're putting it down, it's actually raising the camera up even more. And of course, when you put it flat down like this, because of the raised lips all around. So let me show you guys how this goes in, okay? Don, I see it. There's your test. There you are, buddy. There you are. I could see earlier that Aaron's Gamer and somebody else actually began following. That's cool. We got 3 of you over on Twitch there. Okay. In fact, I don't even really need to look at the YouTube chat because everything's coming through here. Whereas with Twitch, like I can run like a 30-second ad, I can run a 60-second ad right away kind of thing. Over on YouTube here, well, I do have those kind of controls as well. It says insert ad, make clip, highlight, da-da-da-da. So we're just gonna have to get used to having both basically, or just let YouTube and Twitch enter things as they go. All right, so this is how you put your Bellroy case in. Okay, so grab your device. Now this is gonna work the same no matter what device you have. Now this is not turned on right now, obviously, but you want to go bottoms first. So put your bottom in. Say bottoms first, and then I was actually putting in this top corner here first because this is where the buttons are, because it's not snapped all the way in here yet. Okay, so this way you still have that give over here, because when I was doing this corner here, then the buttons have to push past and it's just too tight. So bottom, button corner, okay, and then this corner, there we go. So quite a bit, and it's really, really snug. Like she is not popping out of there, and these are nice and clicky. They're very firm. I wouldn't even call them clicky. They're just very firm. So I'm actually going to hold down the power button here. We're going to power this on, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit more. Let's dive into the live chat here. Who do we got here? LB, good conversation on Coffee Talks this morning. Dude, we're totally going to talk about this list thing, because apparently now a list has come out where, like, what things guys don't want to talk about. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about tech, and we're just going to go. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to finish up the tech stuff here real quick. We're going to finish up real quick, and then we're just going to go. We're just going to do whatever. This stream will go unlisted on YouTube. It'll remain as a VOD on Twitch, because Twitch is Twitch, right? And it'll be there. So this will be whatever you guys say today. I've actually turned it. I'll be making it unlisted, and the live chat will not publish. So I mean, be good. Don't be rude. But we're gonna unlist tonight on YouTube. Leave it on Twitch, okay? All right. So if you're on Twitch, it's gonna remain as a VOD, and I think those only stay for about a week anyway. Might be 2 weeks. But we're gonna unlist on YouTube. I was planning on unlisting on YouTube. Going through here. What's good, Jason C? How you doing? Glad you're here. Tech Free Needs, how you doing? And that's it. There's a whole bunch of you that are watching that don't want to know, don't want to reveal yourselves. All right. So yeah, if you're on YouTube right now, there's a link for these, and also on my Twitter X. So if you go to Twitter X, I'll have a link for you guys. There are affiliate links. This is the slate blue. This is the terracotta. Terracotta is available for both Pixel 8 Pro and Pixel 8. And then there's a couple exclusive colors. They both have black as well. But you guys can see how we have, raised edges. So we're protected. Now this does not slip around a lot. It's, the grip is just perfect enough. It's just smooth enough to, like, easy to grab, pick up, throw in and out of your pockets. But it's got enough grip there that, I mean, it's leather. It just feels good. And it should be very interesting to see how the oils from my hand and from whatnot affect this over time, because I can tell you, for example, with other cases, a lot. I mean, listen, man, we're human, we're greasy, we're disgusting people. I always find that leather holds up better. But yeah, there's the terracotta. I really dig this. I should have asked for this color for this guy right here, but I don't mind this either. So this kind of complements the blue color that this already is. But nice big openings. We did a cable test earlier. Let me see. Let me grab the cable here. So I've got this USB-C to USB-C Nomad cable. It's one of the bigger cables. We know the OEM cable fits fine, but I'll show you guys here. So there's our openings, and no problem at all. No problem at all. So big enough for third parties, you know, whatever kind of thing. So you can keep on using whatever favorite cables you have, and away you go. And away you go. Let's do that. There's our hero shot. Kind of, sort of. All right. So now let's switch up gears. Let's switch up the gears. By the way, how's the stream look? Oh, and hey, Prosser, if you're watching, someone screenshot this and tag Front Page Tech and John Prosser. You ready? Tag them on like Twitter X. Yeah, do that for me. All right. This is an old school hoodie. You can't get this anymore. This is a limited time thing. It's one of my most comfortable hoodies too. I like it. So there's this list, this thing that got tweeted out today about places that women, apparently the generalization here, they don't like to go to. They don't like to go on first dates to and stuff like that. And I thought it would be kind of cool to go through it and just react again, because apparently there's another list of places guys won't go with the ladies and everything like that. So like, what is going on here, man? What's going on here? So let me find this list. Sharkfin Tag, how you doing? Glad you're here. See, everybody's here. But you know what? There's probably there's 3 people watching over on Twitch. I'm one of them. Don's one of them, and then there's somebody else. I think they count me in the studio as one of the people. Hey, look at this. We got Purple Dragon T. How you doing, man? Thanks for coming through, man. Purple Dragon T1 over on Twitch. How you doing? Glad you're here. I'm gonna give this guy one of these. Oh yeah. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, right? Let me find this list here. But apparently there's this. I don't know who did the research. It feels like to me that like a bunch of restaurants got together and were like, let's put out a fake list and then like make everybody outraged. Okay, so look at the stupidness, how dumb this is. Look at how dumb this is. Okay, let me just show you guys this here. Okay, let's just share the screen here. All right, check this out. I quote tweeted this. List of restaurants women refuse to go to on a first date is going viral. So this person, I don't know who they are, and I don't know why Daily Loud decided to tweet this out. #1 source for hip-hop viral news across the planet. Okay, whatever. Here is a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date, and a thank you to the ladies who reached out to help me on my list. Okay, first of all, let me say this right now. This whole thing is so shallow. It's ridiculous. And I've got some thoughts about this. This is just... Anyway, okay. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili. Dude, we don't even have Chili's here in Calgary anymore. We have to go to Banff to get Chili's. They got good soup there. Soup and salad combo? Pfft, yeah, baby. Chipotle? We just got Chipotle here in Calgary. Olive Garden? The movies? What? You won't go to a movie with a dude? On a first date? What? That's like standard. Your house? Okay, I get that. Any fast food chain. What qualifies as a fast food chain? Like McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Buffalo Wild Wings? Okay, we just lost all our Buffalo Wild Wings restaurants here in Calgary too. Wingstop? Have you guys seen that thing with the girl? She's like freaking out in the car. All I want is Wingstop. Ah. And she calls her friend Squid or something. I don't know. It's just, look it up. It's on TikTok. It's just dumb. Red Lobster. I can see that. Red Lobster was good back in the day. A buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym. Let me tell you about Denny's. Okay, Denny's is awesome. Denny's is awesome. Like at night when you've had a couple. Anyway, the gym, church. Okay, I can see why you wouldn't want to go to church with somebody. Starbucks. What's wrong with Starbucks? You got good coffee, good music for the most part. Nice, spacious. What's wrong with Starbucks? Again, this is first date stuff. Like, where are you expecting to go? Ice cream date? What is wrong with an ice cream date? Ice cream dates are amazing. Are you kidding me? Family functions, movie night, Hulu. Okay, I can see that because Somewhere that requires a long drive. Well, yeah, because they probably think you're gonna, do something to them. Bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar for just drinks. What is okay? If you meet at like a local pub, and it's a public place, I would say that's okay. Not, I don't know if you know what a pub is. Some people don't know what a pub is, but like a pub is not quite a bar. Like bar is more like loud music and stuff like that. Where a pub is kind of just casual. Still alcohol and everything. Waffle House? What is funny that Waffle House is at the bottom? Sport event. What's wrong with going to a sport event on a first date? Like go to a hockey game, baseball game, soccer, basketball, football. I've taken plenty of women on a first date to a football game. Don't tell my wife, but I mean, we had a good time. This whole list is dumb. Dawn, if you can find, or one of the moderators, I need someone to tweet at me, tag me, whatever. If you can find apparently there's another list going around where places guys won't go with girls. Anyway, this is on my Twitter X. See what you guys are saying here. Yo, John Prosser, front page tags, rocking the merch stream right now. Nice. Let's go ahead and retweet that. Repost that. Boom. Done. All right, cool. Anyway, that whole list must be like a generational thing because, like, I used to take tons of girls like back in the day to like a coffee, movies. Usually like a simple dinner at like a, I don't know, American or Italian kind of place, and then we would go to a movie or something like that, or go to one place for dinner, another place for dessert kind of thing. Go for a walk kind of thing. In the house here, we got Front Page Tech. How you doing, sir? Gonna give you one of these. All right. Thanks for coming through, John and the crew, Jern and Burn, the crew and whatnot. Thank you, sirs. Yeah, I got this merch on, man. I got, it's just a random today. I put it on. I even wore it this morning. This whole list, this thing, it's got to be generational. It's got to be generational because, ridiculous. Okay, Purple Dragon subscribe with Prime. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I'm going to give you one of these right there. Thank you. What? Show me the what? Okay, one more.
Cucumber.
Yeah, baby. Thank you for the sub for Prime there, man. Thanks for giving me your Prime sub. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. I don't have the fancy graphics on screen. We're going to work on that, though. I can't even with this list of dating anymore. Dude, like, okay, so going back to the list. Should I bring the list back up on the screen? Let me bring the list back up on the screen. It seems to make sense to bring it up on the screen so we can keep on laughing and being outraged at it. Because this is, I swear to God, did these restaurants get together and be like, let's put ourselves on the list and make people upset and then they'll start coming to our restaurants? Because this is not how it works. Sometimes I think that some of these viral things work like this. Okay, so list of places women absolutely. So who are these women? Like, really, who are these shallow women that are saying this? I would love to know what the demographic is and where they took this list from. I'm sure those details are somewhere, but this is just asinine. This is just, again, we're going to be unlisting this. So, if you feel like helping out your boy with a super chat or something like that, whatever, go right ahead. But this is just dumb. Let me tell you what I did. Okay, so listen. I'm going to be turning 44. I think I'm turning 44 like next month, even though I act like I'm 12. My wife and I, we actually don't remember what we did on our first date. We know that we had a good time. Not that kind of good time. Okay, it's a PG show, people. But, I mean, we had a good time. We know, I'm pretty sure we went to a movie, right? I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure I took her for dinner at a place called Sesame Seed, which is one of these places where you like pick your protein and then you go pick all your toppings, whatever you want, and they stir fry it up for you, kind of thing. And it's kind of cool that way. Like they do it based on weight and everything, and it's a lot of fun. There's other places like this. And then we went to a movie, and I'm pretty sure we went and saw. Let's see, we got married in 2009, and we dated for 4 years. So 2009 minus 4 years, so for 2005. If there was a James Bond movie in 2005, I think we went and saw it. It was either her or another girl I was pursuing at the time. This sounds so bad. But yeah, we did dinner and a movie. I'm pretty sure that's what we did. And then a couple weeks later, like she had a house party and I went there and we hung out. And then we did coffee a few more times. And then we did some walks in the park. We went to a place north of Calgary called, what's it called? Big Hill Springs. It's like a walking park, foothills kind of thing. She jumped across, it's so funny. She jumped across a creek bed. She thought she'd get across like just a hop, and she slammed her face into a tree. Oh my God, woman. We still talk about this today. She slammed her, okay, there goes the monetization. She slammed, it still makes me upset and laugh at the same time to this day. She slammed her face into a tree. This is like our third or fourth date. I barely have met her family. She jumps across this creek. I don't know, it's about, 3 feet wide, nothing major, like water. She wanted to step in the water. She jumps across and she puts her face straight into the tree, like the branches. And she cuts her eyelid. She cuts her eyelid. So she's blood everywhere, right? Like it's bad. So you know what I did? Now keep in mind, I was a much skinnier man back then. I did the whole Hulk thing with the shirt off and I put up against her eye. We go down the trail path. She's got this shirt against her eye, bleeding, white shirt, blood. There's people passing us like, what the fuck is going? There goes this month. What the heck is going on here? Blood. I get her in the car. We're really close to a town called Airdrie. So this is north of Calgary. I'm like, let's go to Airdrie. We'll get you emergency, whatever. I'm like, can you see? She's like, I can see. But she's got like this gash. Like you could see her eyeball through her eyelid. It was gross. It was gnarly. I drive a $140 all the way to Airdrie. Get there in like 10 minutes. It should have been like a 40-minute drive. Or no, because we were that far out. It should have been about a 30-minute drive because we were west of Airdrie. If you're like, what's a $140? That's 140 clicks an hour. Do the conversion to miles. What do we need to do? So I book at $140. We get to the emergency. We get to the hospital. I say that with quotes. It's fucking closed. What? How is the emergency closed? So we turn around, go back to Calgary. We find an emergency clinic. They stitch her up. There's like 5 or 6 stitches, right? They're like, oh yeah, we see this all the time with hockey players. Like they get the stick in the face or whatever kind of thing. So she gets sewed up, and we still have pictures to this day. She's got the, and then like a couple days later, then I meet her mother. Yeah, that went really well. Oh man, that went really well. Don sent me a picture of him multi-modding. So anyway, that was like our third date. But for our first date, I mean, let's go back to this thing. For our first date, we did dinner and movie. I'm pretty sure that's what we did. Now, keep in mind, this was not that. Why did I stop sharing that? This was not that long ago that we've only been married for 14 years. So we got married in 2009. So it hasn't been that long. I mean, it's been, I guess, a long time in cell phone years or tech years, if you will. We both had flip phones back in the day and whatever. But like, who's saying that they don't want to go to Olive Garden? What is wrong with Olive Garden? Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with Olive Garden. What did I say? Olive Garden. There's nothing wrong with the Olive Garden. Cheesecake Factory? We don't even have that here in Canada, I don't think. Applebee's is okay. Denny's? Okay, let's go through. Let's just be really, really here. Cheesecake Factory. Nothing wrong with that. Applebee's? I could see. Nothing wrong with Chili's. Chipotle. I mean, I'm getting hungry looking at this, and I just had dinner. I can understand if you don't want to go to church with somebody on a first date. That just seems, unless you met each other through the church, or you're just like newly, exercised kind of thing. I can see that. A family function, yeah, that would be super weird. If I got invited, I'd be like, you know what, I'm good. We just met. I don't even know what your butt looks like, and you want to take me to a family function. Somewhere that requires a long drive, yeah. Bowling. What's wrong with bowling? Bowling is cool. What's wrong with bowling? Bowling. Nightclubs, hookah bar. A bar just for drinks. Again, I don't see an issue with a bar as long as it's early, not like late. Waffle House, I can understand. I'm not even American, but I read the stories. Starbucks? What's wrong with Starbucks? Hey, you want to meet for a coffee this evening or whatever? Okay, you don't drink coffee after 6 o'clock? Okay, let's do a lunch thing. What's wrong with Starbucks for a date? I don't know, man. And apparently there's another list. Apparently there's another list of places that guys won't go with girls on a first date. Anyway, let's dive into the live chat. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Appreciate you guys coming through. We're live on both YouTube and Twitch. Somebody asked me what's the point of Twitch, and we're going to get to that. I see the chat. We're going to get to it. I can see all the chats here. I can see the activity here. Again, Purple Dragon, thank you for the sub, the Amazon Prime sub. That is awesome. That's it. That's the equivalent, people, of buying a membership or becoming a member here on YouTube. Channel members get priority chat. They get the custom icon. They get the different icon beside their name. So go ahead and do that if you want to. And also buy me a coffee. And there's also super chats. Completely up to you. All right, people. Going into the live chat. I have to back up here a little bit. Shark Fin, how you doing? Going through here. Zach, you need one of those terracotta pots with your YouTube plant. I do, man. I do. Yeah, these look good. Hey, these look really good. They've been really nice. But I'm really interested to see how these hold up over time. I'm really interested to see how these hold up. Oh, I just got the email. Your chat, your stream was demonetized. Okay, fine. That's cool. That's cool. It's fine. Going through here. Going through the live chat. Purple Dragon over on Twitch there. All right, so Sharkfan says, Zach, can you or someone else explain what the point of Twitch is? Loaded question, bro. Serious question. Is it just a messaging social media platform like X, Twitter? I know they used to be primary. Okay, so Twitch is primarily known for a place for people to live stream them playing games. So Fortnite, Call of Duty, basically any game on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever, right? But over the last few years, it's become a place for just chatting, ASMR. There's like a beaches and hot tub stream area. There's like all sorts of different categories. You can go and hang out and you can listen and watch podcasts, all sorts of things. So it's primarily for streaming. It's been the main place for streaming over like a long time. They're owned by Amazon. Their main competitor right now when it comes to streaming, what they do compared to what they do is Kick. Kick is brand new on the scene. Kick's a little controversial because of their funding. I'm not going to get into that whole thing because I think it's fine. If you don't like kind of stuff, don't watch it. And YouTube, honestly, just kind of seems like the nice happy medium. You know, we got streaming here. We got VOD, video on demand, which is just your regular videos. We got shorts and whatnot. So, you know, I watch a lot of Twitch. I actually watch a lot of Twitch streamers. I watch Satano. I watch a little bit of, oh my God. This is the kid that plays Fortnite. Ninja. I watch a little bit of him here and there just because I'm fascinated by the business side of things and just how things are gone. I used to watch XQC a little bit, but he just became weird. There's actually a couple ASMR gals that I watch over there. One of them is I can see her face, but I can't remember her name. She's really good though. She's really good, and it's not one of these like sexy whatever you want to call them stream ASMRs. She's like she's really good. There's Jessu. She's streaming right now. She's out of Toronto. Sorry, she's out of Vancouver. ASMR Punk is really good. ASMRs over there. Kaylee May, she's fun. And I'm going through my follow list here. It's weird going through the follow list here. It's like you're actually online right now. So apparently I can follow the chat with this. Continue watching. Sometimes I check out Nixie's stuff. Oh, Dizzy Kitten. There she is right there. So here's some of the people that I watch over on Twitch. See if that focuses in. Dizzy Kitten, Satano, Alex Autos, Edge 57, Kaylee Me, some gadget guy, Trisha Hershberger, Bender Builds, right? You guys know these people. Roberto Blake's over here, Harris Heller, although I watch more of his published stuff on YouTube. Tricky's really good. Simply Complicated, she just had a baby. Barnacles, you guys know Jerry, right? Netherrealm, that would be like Mortal Kombat, right? So it's where people stream primarily. But I've dug out YouTube into streaming, so here we are, right? So I hope that makes sense there. Don, I would encourage you to just go. Don's over on Twitch says, I've got a customer and the only place he wants to eat is Denny's on Pagan Trail. Ugh, I used to go to that one all the time. Dude, I love Denny's. Get myself a Grand Slam. They got the super bird thing. That's a good sandwich. I like Denny's, man. Denny's is good. That's some good food right there. Yeah, I can't even with this dating list. Dude, it's like, what are they thinking, right? Anyway. Yeah, it's a live stream platform. Sharkfin. I friggin' love hookah. Nothing wrong with it as first concept until it's an adornment non-spoke. Yeah, I haven't done it myself. My neighbors who are from Lebanon, they're out there all the time. They're always asking me, hey man, you want to join us? And I'm like, I'm good, man. I don't smoke anymore. I used to smoke like a chimney, so I try to trying to avoid it all, kind of thing. Front page check in the house again. Jordan Burn crew there. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Doug Houston, he's also one of our channel members. All right. Thanks for coming through, Doug. Appreciate you. I'm just taking a quick look. I'm not missing anything because I got the activity feed here for Twitch, and then I've got all the chat all together here. So I think we're good to go. Yes, FPT in the house. Bobby G, how you doing? Thanks for coming through, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Michael Pepper says, so I need to find a bar, bowling alley, church that serves ice cream, is a chain, and at some point sporting events got you covered. That whole I don't get, like, who did they ask about this? Like, what a dumb, it's so dumb. It was so triggering. DCJ Mobile, how you doing? Where won't you go with a girl? Front page tag. Yeah. Oh man. I think John is flexible. Let's going through here. Sorry I'm late. Hey, no, that's no problem. It was kind of an impromptu thing. We're gonna make this stream unlisted after. We might even private it because I've been swearing a little bit. There are weirder places I can imagine going. Exactly, man. Exactly. Sharkfin says, nothing wrong with a good old dinner or movie. Just make sure it's the right film, not too violent, sexy, otherwise. Yeah, exactly. So I'm pretty sure if we went to a dinner or a movie, it was back in 2005. And if there was a James Bond movie out in 2005, that's what we went to. I want to say it was a James Bond movie. I almost want to like Google this. Hold on here. So James Bond movie 2005. Who is James Bond? Okay, so Daniel Craig was James Bond back then. List of James Bond's films. Here we go. List of James Bond films. 2005. So we might have gone and seen Casino Royale, but here's the thing. I remember watching Casino Royale for the first time at home. So that wouldn't have been it. I vividly remember watching Casino Royale at home. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure we went to Open Sesame, and it's kind of weird. Open Sesame, this restaurant here in Calgary, it's not even around anymore. But it was cool though. Like you would pick like your protein, like I want squid or shrimp or fish or whatever, and then you would go like in this round thing, and you would pick like the sprouts and the kind of beans you want, or like toppings and type of noodles and everything like that, and they would put it all together into a stir fry. And no matter what combination you picked, it was always freaking amazing. I'm getting hungry, and I ate a big meal tonight. You know what? So today is my daughter's 9th birthday. So for those of you, I'm gonna show off my daughter here. She wanted me to take this picture, and we took this picture. I've been doing this the last few years with my kids. My kids and my family are a big part of the tech that I do, the stuff that I show you guys, to kind of give more of a grounded, real, what's kind of going on, no BS kind of thing. So my daughter is celebrating her 9th birthday today. And she's like, I want you to take a picture of me and everything. I'm like, okay. And she was playing on the Pixel tablet. She actually uses the Pixel tablet the most in the house. Because I have a phone, my wife has a phone, my son has a phone. We all have Pixel phones. I have the 8 Pro. My wife has a 7. My son has the 7A now. So she's always grabbing the tablet. She gets 30 minutes a day. It's through the Family Link app. She gets 30 minutes a day. They know that, you know, the app knows that she's 9 years old. She watches mostly YouTube Kids and like nail art. I'm like, nail art? But like fingernails. Like people, and that's all she watches on there through YouTube Kids. It's all very innocent stuff, and she loves it. So, and it was kind of funny. She was wearing like a Christmas hoodie, and I'm like, take that off. And she's wearing my shirt. You guys can kind of see the logo here. She was wearing my shirt underneath, so I thought that was kind of cute. So yeah, today's her birthday and everything. So happy birthday, Jenna. And she had a good one. But anyway, going back. So on birthdays, like my wife's birthday was yesterday, and when we ordered pizza, she wanted to order pizza. So we got some cheap pizza. Thank God for Pizza Hut. And their cheap pizza. Jenna asked my wife to make meatloaf. So we had meatloaf, roasted potatoes, and Caesar salad tonight. My wife makes an amazing meatloaf. Like, you think of meatloaf and you're like, oh, just a bunch of meat like in a loaf. Oh man, my wife puts like fresh garlic in there, and paprika and salt, like it's so good, so flavorful. And then what I do is I put some hot sauce on it. Yeah, so good, dude. And then with the roasted potato, I should have taken a picture. It was so fucking good. There goes I'm definitely not monetized now. Welcome to Zach Unscripted. Yeah, we're definitely going to private or unlist this stream after. It'll stay on Twitch though. It'll stay on Twitch. Don Coven redesigned, resubs, subscribed with Prime. They've been subscribed for 8 months now. Hey, Don, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Okay, I see how the activity feed works now. It's actually at the top. I'm waiting for things to come down the bottom here. It's working from the top. I get it now. I get it now. Hold on, if I pop this out. Yeah, it's at the top. Why would they put that at the top? Okay, hold on here. Pop out. I'm not sure how often we're going to do this multi-streaming thing to both platforms. But I think we'll try it for a little bit. It doesn't hurt. You pick the platform you want. Way you go, right? Way you go. You know, the same sort of perks and whatnot for subscribing over on Twitch. It's completely up to you. Yeah, that would be normal. So anyway, yeah, wife's eye got cut. And in case you're wondering how I do things here, I'm all over the place, man. I'm just all over the place. Michael says here, I'm just thankful for a list of 28 places to go on a day. Yeah, man. What a weird list. It's weird how it just really triggered a lot of people. It just, I heard about it on the radio on the way driving my son to school, and then I tuned into Coffee Talk with Viper and the crew and everything, and they were talking about it, and I'm like, okay, I got to jump in on this. And I was pulling up to the vet to pick up some cat food, and yeah, and I chimed in there. Basically, it said the same thing. Zach, I'm just the opposite here in the USA. A lot of urgent care centers aren't open late, but nearly all hospitals emergency. Yeah, so like we drove to Calgary, we drove back. It was a Sunday. We ended up finding an urgent care that was open, but it was really weird. We drove to their hospital in Airdrie and it was closed. And I'm like, what? It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. She's gushing blood and everything like that. And anyway, I don't have that shirt anymore. And then I met her mom a couple weeks later. I'm like, I'm the one that hurt your daughter. She explained over and over. I jumped into the tree. Like, she's kind of accident prone, but that's what makes her cute. That's why I love her. When you're there, your family. Yeah, the person must have been definitely. Yeah, definitely, dude. Definitely. I just asked my wife, and she said this list is bogus. Yeah, so like the whole list is like, this is a list of women. Like, I refuse to believe that any free-thinking, normal, you know, head on her shoulder woman would have contributed to that. These have to be the most shallow women in the world, or the list is fake. The list has to be fake. There's no way it's real. It definitely does not represent the good ones. Okay, let me tell you that. It does not represent that. Going to the live chat here. I think they may have experienced during the height of COVID. Yeah. Let's go through here. I sort of understand some of the places because you can't really talk about getting to know each other. Places. Yeah, so like who's taking your date to your... I can't imagine having a date at my parents' house or going to take them to church. Like, that just seems... Like, some of the places on there seem legit, but like, what's wrong with Olive Garden? That's the one place that really gets me. I love Olive Garden. I don't go to Olive Garden often. I think we only have one here in Calgary. And the service isn't the best. But, man, the salad and breast sticks. Whew. I love the salad and breast sticks, man. Bread. I shouldn't eat that much bread, but I do. Yeah, what's wrong with Olive Garden? Have you checked out Chris Perillo? I know who Chris Perillo is, but I have not checked him out lately. Like, how do you mean checked out? No, I haven't recently run into any of his stuff, to tell you the truth. I find it interesting how some big YouTubers are started as gamers, evolved into general lifestyle channels. Example are PewDiePie, Sniper. Don't even get me started on Sniper Wolf. Oh my God, you put Sniper Wolf's name in my chat. You put Sniper Wolf's name in my chat. This whole thing, man. This whole thing with Sniper Wolf, man. I gotta be careful because I might go off. I might go completely ballistic. I'm trying to center myself right now. You know what? Here's the thing with streamers and YouTubers and people that make video content. Things are constantly changing. The algorithm is constantly changing, and by algorithm I mean audience. Okay, people that complain about algorithm is because it's the audience. It's not. There's no magic thing. You either appeal to people or you don't. Okay. You know, there's certain types of content that appeal to people for short term, long term, whatever. And you either evolve or you're gone, right? For the longest time, like when I was doing stuff on YouTube, I was doing top-down videos, and then I was doing published stuff, and now I'm doing this, and who knows what I'll do tomorrow, kind of thing, right? And it's not because I'm following trends or whatever. It's just you change things up. I feel like I'm more like myself doing the live streams than I would be doing a published video, right? So Denny's is fine, but when someone else is paying the bill. Ain't that the truth? So is Cattle Baron Don. Man, LB, my 18-year-old son broke up with his girlfriend in September after 2 years due to him selling his vehicle. She told him she is not the type to take the bus. What? Come on. What? Well, then I would say that was a win for your son. I would say that's a win for your son, man. Seriously, be glad. Be glad. Man. Your house is pixelated. Yeah, man, we got pixels everywhere. Happy birthday to my daughter. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. After hours, more like, yeah. I think you might like his content. Yeah, I know Chris Perillo. Okay, so let's talk about this Sniper Wolf thing. I know everybody else has already talked about it. Okay, so first of all, I don't watch Sniper Wolf. I'm not the whole React genre. I mean, we're demonetized already, right? I'm going to private this anyway. People that do React content, unless you're adding a lot more to it and not just sitting there watching it, the people that sit there for React content and don't do anything, you are the most lazy pieces of garbage ever. You're like that white stuff. You're that white stuff that forms in the corner of your mouth when you're like thirsty. You're the eye booger that I can't get out in the morning. Okay? That's what you are. You're terrible. You're going to sit there and watch somebody else's content and laugh. Ho, ho, ho. And like, that's your content? Are you fucking serious? No way. No way. So stupid. I hope that all the platforms cut down and get in and just start. You see these smaller content creators, they put out amazing content, and then some bozo with 5 billion subscribers comes along and decides to laugh at it in a small screen on the. Are you kidding me? And you know what's worse is that you know what's even worse? Even worse is the audience and people that are watching along with this and reacting with them and like cheering it on. Oh my God, that's so lazy. That would be the equivalent of me downloading a Marquez Brownlee video and sitting there and commentary and just talking over it as it plays through all the awesome B-roll and the points that he made. No, man. You're not making anything original. Do something original. Are you so out of ideas that you have to like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and laugh and and get up and leave? Like I've seen the stuff that XQC is. I'm like, what are you doing, man? So Sniper Wolf does that kind of stuff, right? Apparently she like reacts and stuff, and then, you know, she can get away with it. Why? Because she's hot? Because she's pretty? Man, Sniper Wolf, what's gonna happen when those eyes start dragging down and, you know, your boobs fall out? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm in so much trouble right now. Seriously though, Sniper, jeez. Anyway. And then she has the gall to like show up to like where Jax films it. Like, are you insane? It's clear that she was not thinking things through, but when you command an audience like that, like a goddamn cult, man. And you know what the worst part is like YouTube has like suspended her. What have they done? I think they've demonetized her for a short time, but they haven't deplatformed her entirely. Do you know what I mean? And it's very clear in their terms of service that they should. Once again on YouTube, we see rules for thee, but not for me. I gotta be careful how I say things. But I'm just stating facts here, so hopefully, you know. Yeah. The whole Sniper Wolf thing just kind of really blows me away. But, you know what? You know, I'll say this about the Sniper Wolf thing. At least the community, and by the community I mean people that watch streamers, that watch the content, that are familiar with the content, at least people are not sitting idly by and just letting it happen. They're calling it out. They're showing the screenshots. They're getting the receipts and stuff like that. At least that's happening. So you have to kind of look at it from that angle. And it's really insane. And here's one of the sad parts about all this is next week we'll all be talking about something else. And in 2 weeks, nobody will remember a thing. Maybe a year from now, right? That's the one thing that really sucks about the internet is that people have a really short memory span when it comes to content. Like, it has to be really hardcore in order for people to like remember and stuff like that, right? So, yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm nobody when it comes to this game. I have a super small audience. I've been growing very slow, inconsistency, whatever. Who am I to talk about this kind of stuff, right? I'm echoing probably what other people have said. React content, that's got to change. That's got to be cracked down on. It's really, you know who does really good React content and actually adds a lot to it? Review Tech USA. Rich from Review Tech USA. He does a really, I've watched his stuff, I howl. Rich is awesome, man. If you give Rich enough super chat, he takes off his shirt and everything. I'll do that. If I get a big enough super chat, I'll take this off. Nobody wants to see that though. But Rich will do that kind of stuff. He does a really good job of like being, you know, adding stuff and whatnot. So let's take a look. Let's go through the live chat here real quick. See what you guys are saying. Make sure things are up to date here. Good. Take a look here. Moises, how you doing, man? Glad you're here. Bobby Gaming. I guess I'm out of the loop. I didn't know who Sniper Wolf is. Yeah, so a lot of people, if you don't run in like React, if you don't watch like the React niche of people, you won't really know. Like Sniper Wolf, she used to actually play, which is how she got her name. But apparently it's been revealed over years that she wasn't the one playing. She's just another hot girl playing games, apparently. If you want to call it that kind of thing. So and now she does like React stuff and everything, and like she's entertaining, but it's kind of cringe and everything like that. But she knows her audience and everything like that, and that's what they're asking for. But the React stuff that she does, taking other people's content constantly and just calling it her own because she laughs and everything and points things out. It just seems really silly. And we've done react stuff on this channel before. We've gone through people's videos here and there, but I don't do it anymore because it just feels weird. Like if I were to say, hey, everybody, check out this new Technically T video or a new Viper video, I'm not going to play it through my stream. That would just be stupid, right? So, LB went to West Edmonton Mall earlier today to pick up the 1TB 15 Pro Max for my wife. Wanted to trade her 1TB 14 Pro Max, but Apple only offered $960 in store credit. Could get more in cash on Marketplace or Kijiji. Man, Kijiji and Market. Okay, let me tell you this. Marketplace for myself in the last year has been a lot better. Not that I've sold a lot of things, but Marketplace I'm finding to be infinitely better. And here's why. There's more checks and balances and ways to keep people accountable. I hate these people on Marketplace that are like, is it still available? And you're like, yes. And then like nothing. Or is it still available? Okay, cool. Can you text me? And I just reply with, well, we're communicating here, but I like using text better. No, dude, I'm not giving you my number. Are you kidding me? Don't ever do that. Kijiji is just so full of people. Here's how you weed them out on Kijiji, LB. Here's how you weed them out. Make sure you put in your ad, will meet in a public place, such as X parking lot, and make sure that that parking lot is your local police station Kijiji meetup. Like literally, like here in Calgary, they have meetup places where the cops hang out. When I started putting that in my ads on Kijiji, I started only getting like legit people. I'm not meeting you at my house. I'm not telling you my address. I'm not going to your place. You know? So do that. Do yourself a favor, no matter what it is. Right? Meet up somewhere public. Look, a couple phones here, people. I'm going to put myself up here in the corner. Change up the angle a little bit. Michael Pepper, I thought it had to be transformer content, did not or get copyrights. Yeah, dude, and it seems like some people get away with it, or they only play like a couple seconds, and then I don't know. It's Jack's Films has done a lot of really good videos on her stuff in terms of how it's not completely transformative. So she's really walking like a fine line kind of thing. I just demonetized her by only her by most recent videos. She uploaded to a different channel and added like 5 seconds to the beginning and end it or get around terms of service. Oh my god, are you serious, dude? Oh man, people like this ruin the platform. Bobby G, you're not missing anything. I agree with Zach. She's toxic, not even really that interesting. I'm not a fan of PewDiePie either, for that matter. PewDiePie's a weird one for me. I'll find myself watching him for a long time, and then it's just like I can't stand him, and then I'll come back. I really liked watching. I really liked it when PewDiePie was doing the Reddit, like the submission, like the meme forums and stuff like that people were like submitting and everything like that. That was some good stuff. That was some funny stuff. Curious Zach. I had the Pixel 6 Pro, but fingerprint sensor was horrible. I skipped the 7 Pro. So would you recommend the 8 Pro as a secondary device? 15 Pro Max as my main and Android as a backup. LB, I would say this. If you can dabble in both systems, the 8 Pro is going to be an excellent choice. I talked about this the other day during a stream. I'm actually going to show you guys the fingerprint sensor right now. Give me a second here. I've got some messages and things like that I need to clear. Dawn, I see your text. We're good. Okay, check this out. All right. So it's a lot better than it used to be. It's like straight up, the 6 series was right? It was kind of their first time doing the fingerprint thing. And then it got better with the 7 series. It got a lot better with the 7A. And now we're on the 8 series. And yes, it's an optical. Yes, it's not as quick. Let me reiterate. Let me just it's hard to explain unless you actually have it. Yes, it's an optical. Is it as fast as an ultrasonic? No. Is it slow? No. Is there any problems with it? No. Okay, so like, you know, say like right there I missed, but I also put my thumb in the wrong place. They actually made the area a lot bigger. They made the area a lot bigger for where you touch. The haptic feedback makes it nice though. But I'll tell you this though, the face unlock has been so good that I barely looked at it. Now it's unlocked, right? So the face unlock has been really, really good. Don't let anybody tell you that there's something wrong with the fingerprint unlock. I have a feeling that the people that are the loudest about this fingerprint sensor are the people that really want that really want an ultrasonic, and I really hope that Google never puts an ultrasonic in the Pixel series, and here's why. This technology works, it's better priced, and it works. So 2 things. But yeah, I would say if you can dabble in both systems, man, go for it. Dabble in both systems, go for it. I've only started creating content this year around March, April, but I am noticing a whole new world behind the veil. A lot of good people. A lot is 2 words, just so you know. Sorry, Bobby. Good people. Good, but man, some talk folks as well. You're the saving grace. Really? No. A lot of people don't like me, man. Let me tell you. I'll tell you this. You're gonna find 2 groups of people during your time doing social media. You're gonna find summer people, and you're gonna find winter people. Okay, and that actually applies to real life. Summer people are there, when everything's great, when everything's bright and shiny, you're doing well, you're putting out content, you're winning, you're getting subscribers, you're getting views, everything's sunny. It's summertime. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then those people will disappear in the winter when things are not going so well, when you're not pumping out content, when you're not getting things, when you're not getting subscribers, when people are not watching your streams. And you'll find out very quickly when things get really tough or you can't do things, who your friends are. So I'm just telling you, Bobby, be careful about who you surround yourself with. Preferably, my advice would be this: surround yourself with people you physically know, real friends, and be really careful about who you trust online. I'm not saying that everybody's like this. I'm not saying that at all. But there are some people, especially in the tech community, who are just like snakes, man. And they're like a sheep in wolf's clothing. It's just 1 second they're building you up and then they tear you down behind your back, and it's terrible, dude. I have receipts, and one of these days I'm just going to show them all. But for now, we'll hold on to them. I'll hold on to them. So just be careful, man. Just be careful just be careful who you surround yourself with, man. Yeah. 5-star seller on both. Been doing buy sell for 14 years now. I agree with Zach. Lots of time wasters and scammers. Dude, it's so stupid. Like, I always put in my ads, don't ask me if it's available, because if you're seeing the ad, it's available. But of course, if you don't answer those people, then it like ruins your rating. So I'm just like, yes. Oh, would you do a trade? No, I didn't put in there no trades. And then the ad is up for 250, and then you try to offer me 150. Don't be like. At least let's have some fun here. Like, maybe 200. Let's start from there and kind of go. Right? But if you insult me right away with a low ball bid, we're done. Done. Block. See you later. Gotta go. No problem, TA Tech. Take care, man. Story time for financial reason. I had to return my Pixel 8 Pro, and I am absolutely heartbroken. It was my first Google product, and I absolutely fell in love. Dude, it's okay, man. There's gonna be lots more Google products, and I'm sure you'll get it back again. Don't worry, man. Don't worry about it. I understand the financial reasons. Trust me. I understand. It's all good. You do what you gotta do, dude. It's just a piece of tech. At the end of the day, you gotta take care of what you gotta take care of, and yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. I know don't let the FOMO get you, Bobby. Don't let it get you there. T. Freeding says, once you're in the public eye, some like you, some don't. That's the nature of being online. Yeah, and here's the thing: if you don't have a thick skin, I like to think I have a thick skin, but sometimes it really hurts when the people that are close to you, have a thick skin. Make sure you curate your social media and your community to weed out those people that tear you down. Like, I have no problems hiding people on the channel, blocking people on the channel. I don't care. Like, that's my comment section. This is my chat. You don't get to come in here and be a jerk. I don't care. Yeah. I get to curate it. Nobody else needs to see that. And here's the thing. A lot of creators will do this, and it's funny for the most part. They'll take the comments where people are just being toxic or just kind of stupid, and they'll screenshot it and they'll like respond and go back and forth and kind of like engage with the troll, if you will, and put it on Twitter X or anything. Here's the thing: that whole time you're doing that, you could have put energy into somebody that was asking a question or really wanted to engage with you in the chat, in your comment section and whatnot. So I got this advice from Travis MCP, who's one of the best. He always said, you know, put your energy into the people that are lifting you up, and you know, the people that want to engage with you properly in your comment sections, in your chat. And it doesn't even have to be the people that agree with you. Like I don't want yes people in my chat, in my streams and everything like that. I want, you know, I don't mind if people disagree and everything like that. Disagree, but don't be a belligerent little, you know, while you're doing it, okay? You know, if you start becoming like, you know, insulting, we're done, right? You can disagree and everything like that without being a jerk and everything. But that's the way I kind of look at it. I don't really engage with the trolls. You have to kind of learn how to identify them. And then I make sure to put that energy into the people that, you know, that want to chat, that want to talk about things, right? Let's take a look here. Just going to change things up here a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh man, been streaming for 1 hour and 13. What is going on here? What is going on here? This is insane. Google is the only Android phone platform considering the bay color I want, but the Google Store has a wait time considering it doing a 2-year through carrier, then paying it off after a few months. Yeah, man, if your carrier will let you do that, go ahead, do it. You know what's kind of cool is all the carriers this year, at least here in Canada, they have the choice of all the colors. Normally they only get the black ones, but I could have picked from porcelain. I could have picked from the obsidian. I got the bay color. It's under here, so let's just pop this out. Woo, it's a tight case. Yeah, there's that bay, beautiful. I like it. Right? I love this terracotta color. It's so nice, so nice. That looks really nice. Fingerprint scanner looking good. May have cut to call around in the morning. Yeah, man. Here's the key thing. Okay, so like I said, it's not an ultrasonic, right? You need to. It allows up to 4 fingerprints. Do both your thumbs, and then if you end up putting a screen protector on, do it again and turn on fingerprint mode. Okay. Just have your fingers normal. Like don't clean them or do anything crazy. Just wipe your shirt on your hands and away you go, kind of thing. Right? Take your time setting it up. But the face unlock has just been insane. Really good. I have a single strike policy. Hide from that channel is useful. Yeah, man. Same here, basically. If you're being belligerent and just insulting, you're done. Hide from channel. See you later. Remove comment. Bye-bye. That's it. I know some people will say, well, free speech. No, man. That's not how it works. Private platform. Their rules. They give us the tools to do it. My audience, my community deserves better. I don't want people to see that crap. And I know that. And there's a lot of creators out there that they don't even look at their comment section. They put out awesome content and they never engage. And you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. Check this out. Let me show you guys something here. So, okay. So let me show you guys. Actually, I can't show you guys that because it's actually plugged in. This is my current capture card. So my HDMI goes in, and then USB-C into my MacBook. Okay, that's how this camera here is working. And actually this camera as well, because it's going into a switcher. Okay, this is my current. Okay, no problems with it. I'm not having any problems with this. One of our friends in the community put up this the other day. It was regular $50 on for like 13. And yeah, it's not USB-C, but I'm like, okay, I can just plug it into an adapter and USB-C in. Not cooperating, and I have a feeling that's why these were on clearance, because they probably have a manufacturing issue. You know, this was, you know, just some simple, you know, packaging, whatever. It's supposed to be 4K, but it would not work. I tried all the different ports and everything. Defective unit, so it's gonna have to go back tomorrow. Not a big deal. It cost me 13 bucks, but the idea of buying this, it was supposed to be a backup for this one if this one ever fails. So I think I'm going to look for this one again. It's always tricky finding capture cards that have USB Type-C because I'm going directly into a MacBook. Even though I'm streaming at, like, I want to get 4K just for future proofing. Even though I am streaming at 1080p because that's what StreamYard uses max. But the reason I went that route, and this is not a slight against them at all, is that you know, I was using the Cam Link for the longest time. This is the original Cam Link, not the 4K Cam Link. And this thing started flickering and not working, and I kind of panicked one night, and I ordered, and this was like 2 years ago, I ordered this on a whim. It might have been longer now, but this has been lasting a long time, but it's basically my only one. So I picked this up. Like I said, it was on sale, 13 bucks, but it's not working. So I'm going to try to find myself one of these. I might even have it. I have an Amazon wish list in the description, guys. It actually might even be in there. But sometimes these sellers come and go and everything like that. So that's what I was trying to test this evening. That's why I kind of fired up this live stream. So yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Okay. Diving into the live chat here. All right, let's get a drink of our tasty beverage. Gamersubs.gg, use code ZAK. All right. Okay, well, here we go. Single strike. Yeah, okay. You went through that. Bummer. My carrier only offers 128, and it was a shame. In 2023, iBrand should carry around 250. You know, here's the thing about that, right? I've always been fine with 128 because I switch phones within a year, usually just through trade-ins or everything. But I've been taking a lot more video with this lately than I never ever have before because of the video improvements. In fact, I'm actually working on a video where I prove that the video on this is just as good, if not better, than the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Been working on that video for a while now. So that's going to be a fun one. But yeah, I was going through my files the other day because I was doing a bunch of HDR recording. I'm like, yeah, that 6-minute long video is, you know, 2 gigabytes HDR. 4K 30 HDR. And it looks incredible. It looks really awesome. Yeah. Android versus Apple's, like you said, use what is best for you at the end of the day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't care if you use Apple or Android. I don't care which manufacturer you use. I prefer Pixel. I like using Samsungs. I've used TCLs. I like TCLs. They're good phones. What else? I've used Huawei in the past before the whole ban thing. Actually, they're not really banned here in Canada, I don't think. I know they are for the United States. What other brands? I didn't. Last time I used LG. It's been a couple of years since I used LG. What other manufacturers have I used? OnePlus, Oppo. I mean, I like pretty much all the Androids and everything like that, even though it's been a few years since I tried others. But if you're more comfortable using iPhone, go for it. Don't let anybody stop you, man. Like it all starts with the operating system and then go from there. Don't let anybody pressure you otherwise, right? I have friends that just prefer Samsungs. That's all they use, kind of thing. I got my 15 Pro Max 2 weeks ago, and I'm with Carrier of the Primes with Yell. Ordered natural, and would you believe they sent me the wrong color? Wow, really? Told me 1 month wait till I exchange. What? In-store sales 122.56, but if you order online through the phone, you can get. Yeah, so that's like them doing a special order, basically. Don Coven over on Twitch here says, got my wife 256 because she did run up against the 128 a few times. Yeah. So for myself personally, when I get to kind of like that 60% full mark, I use the feature in the Google Photos there where you can erase, and as long as it's the cloud. The only annoying thing about that is that, let's say you want to share a photo, you have to then now download it, kind of thing, and then where you go, kind of thing. So, but as long as you are flexible that way, you go. But yeah, there's been a couple times with this where I'm like, oh, I should have got the 256. But I'll survive. I'll be fine with that. So I use my Android and Apple daily. Just have to be open-minded. Really, they are both fantastic. Yeah, and you know what? But I don't blame people for want to stay in their walled garden and everything like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I know we all poke fun at it and everything like that, but there's really nothing wrong with it. I mean, my parents were asking me years ago, like, what kind of phones should we get? And they had MacBooks. And this is when my parents went from like flip phones or like maybe Blackberries to iPhone. They were using MacBooks already. We're not familiar with Android, and I was like, let's get you guys Apples because they seem like the simplest. for them, and it works out. So now they have iPads, everything. And here's something funny, people. They're on iPhones. My wife and I are on Pixels, and we have a group chat going that's no problem at all. In fact, maybe I should even show you guys that group chat and what it looks like. So 2 iPhones, 2 Pixels. Let me see if I can find it here. Family chats. Oh, I can't because it has my wife's it has our last name in here. Maybe I can scroll up just a little bit. Yeah, here we go. So check this out. Let me just double check here. Okay. So this is a group chat with my wife. I'll show you guys in this angle here. With my wife, who's on a Pixel 7. I'm on a Pixel 8 Pro. I was on a 7 Pro before. My dad is on an iPhone SE Gen 2, I think. 2nd generation SE. And my mom is on an SE. They're both on SEs. They're going to be getting new phones when they get back. They're probably going to get 14 or 13s. So the first chat at the top here is my wife, where she talks about Costco here. We're always talking about Costco with them. They're in Phoenix right now. They're staying down there for the winter kind of thing. They always do it because they hate the winter, and I don't blame them. Her chat is like in blue kind of thing. Not like her name is in blue, but check this out. So Costco, actually, well, we have to forget it. And then there's my dad with the thumbs up, and then my dad sent through a picture, no problem, from his iPhone. Again, this is a group chat between 2 iPhones and 2 Pixels. Okay, my wife at the top there with the Pixel, and then I'm in here later on. Let me see if I can find more of it here. And we've had this chat going on for a long time. Okay, here's one. My dad had to come over back in August to take care of Loki while we were traveling around. We were going on a road trip throughout the day. We were going to get home till late, so my dad has a key for the house. And he came over, and actually you'll see my responses. And so there's my dad. He took a picture of Loki, and I said, thank you. Was he vocal? Because he's been talking a lot lately. And yeah, so he sent through, and you can see his photo came through perfectly fine. There we go. So when people are telling you, when people are complaining about green bubbles, blue bubbles, shut up. It works just fine. It works just fine, at least through us. Like, my parents are through one of the big 3 carriers up here. I'm with the other big carrier. My wife is on a secondary carrier of one of those big 3 carriers. Maybe it's not like this for the United States, but yeah, and this is considered, if I look at the back end of that message, it's like an MMS message. It's not an SMS. Because I know when we do regular SMS, things don't show up properly. But in this case here, it's set it up as MMS. And of course, my wife and I, between our Pixels, were RCS, right? Which Apple needs to get on board with. It works out just fine. Exactly, Bobby G nailed it right there. Proof we can all coexist. Exactly, man. It works out just fine. Works out just fine. Yeah. Anyway. Really just bad at deleting backed up photos. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Human psychology. Apple had people sleeping for years. I just don't get them part of the human. Yeah. Yeah. Apple had people sleeping for phones. Yeah, it's a weird stranglehold they have on North American market. It's pretty wild, man. In your opinion, who would you say are the top Canadian YouTubers in the tech mobile section? Ooh, top. In my opinion, who are the top in terms of content? There's quite a few Canadians that do tech, that do it really, really well. I'm going to put Linus as number 1 just because of the business they've built. Linus Tech Tips. I don't watch a lot of Linus, but I love what he's built and everything like that. Yeah, I like Linus a lot. I respect the game that Lou plays on Box Therapy. Love what he does there. Tao is one of my favorites as well. She's awesome. She's one of the female. She's one of those lady tech tubers that needs to be talked about more and whatnot. She's really, really good. Tao's really good. Canoopsy out of Montreal, Toronto. Canoopsy's really fun. He's really cool. Isaac's really cool. Patrick Tomaso, who I met through Canoopsy, is really cool. He does like a lot of film stuff, not real tech stuff, but I guess podcasting and filming kind of stuff, right? So I watch him a lot. Matthew Monas is good. Matthew Monas. I'm not going to mention somebody, and somebody will probably mention somebody in the chat. ZAKtalks Tech is really good. Who else? Trying to think. Accessorize. Vince there. It's pretty good. Does some fun videos. Who else is good? Dave 2D. Yeah, Dave 2D. Yeah, Dave 2D is kind of... Dave 2D is like, to me, is like one of those underrated. Like, I feel like Dave's gonna really like he's big, right? But I feel like Dave could just blow up one of these days, right? I know that Dave still does this, like, seriously part-time, just kind of hanging out and everything. Trenton, the real question is, which restaurants are unacceptable on a first date? Dude, we were talking about this earlier. And I went off, and I'm pretty sure I got demonetized. It doesn't matter. We're going to unlist it. We're probably going to private the stream after. We're just kind of dicking around here. That whole thing, Trent, man. Hey, Trent, if you want, man. Trent, are you available to jump on the stream? Let me know. I know it might be late for you, but I know you were working on your dialing in and stuff like that. I would love to get you on if you're available. Bobby G says, Tiffany, the same could be said about sleeping outside the Black Friday or game consoles coming out. I think it's all FOMO. We're just a Superman. There's a huge part of me, people. There's a huge part of me, guys, that I hate. I hate how materialistic and how my content promotes consumerism and that whole thing, which I think is why I focus on just Pixel, because a Pixel phone comes out new twice a year. So May we're gonna get like another A series and like a flip and a fold kind of thing, and then we'll repeat October again with the new Pro series, right? The 9 or everything like that. It just seems like every month there's a new Android, and that's just the way it is, right? Samsung is dumping a new phone almost every 45 days. But sometimes I look at it and I'm like, so much wastage and everything like that. And like, I get excited about the tech. I get excited about new things, but like I said, there's still a part in the back. There's still a part in the back of my head going, just change the wallpaper on your phone, man. Get a new case. It feels like a new phone after, right? Yeah, Dave 2D is really good. I watch a lot of LTT stuff. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I think, Don, you live fairly close to where Linus Tech Tips is, I believe. Yeah, Canoopsy is really good. Matthew Monas. Who's Siobhan? Yeah, and Tao. Tao is really good. She's really, really good. She's a lot of fun. She's a good friend. Sometimes we talk back and forth and everything. Matthew Monas. Canoopsy's just wild. He's such an artist. Like, Canoopsy is an artist first, and it's just like, he's really good. Like, setting up a Mac studio and everything, like, in the middle of nowhere. He's really good, and his editing is just awesome, man. I'm 40 miles away from being Canadian. Are you that close to us? I'm in bed, but thanks for the invite. Zach, no, go out. You're good. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. iPhone here as a status symbol for the younger generation, like Jordan's. No, here's the interesting thing about the iPhone thing. So I was asking my son about this, and I know that this sample pack is small, okay? My son is new to junior high this year and everything like that. And I was asking him, is anybody making fun of you for having a Pixel? And he's like, no, actually, people are asking me about the phone because they know the camera's good. I thought that was fascinating. So he's 11 years old. Most of the kids around here were 11 and 12. He's junior high, grade 7, first year. And I was like, really? I'm like, and I was thinking to myself, like, where do they hear about this? Is it from marketing, from videos, whatever? But they're always asking my son, take a picture of this, let's compare the pictures. And they're always like putting their iPhones up against his and everything. And they're always like, look at that picture and everything. Because he has a Pixel 7a. He has a Pixel 7a. And they're always like, what? Right? And he's like, yeah, people always ask me because they know the camera's really good. But they never talk about the video part of it, though. But they're like, yeah, the camera's really good. So he always comes home with like all these new selfies and everything like that. So I thought that was wild. He goes, yeah, there's a few people that are like, ooh, iPhone is so much better. There's a couple of people, but really the majority are just like, whatever. Like, what's your phone number? And they'll just text. Or they use Discord. They actually use, a lot of them use Discord. Some of them are using he did mention Telegram. So, yeah. 10 minutes from LMG. Yeah, been there a few times. Pop in. Cool, man. Yeah, man, it's nice to have the newest things, but there's a big part that just like sometimes I kind of go, oh, do I really want to help contribute to where this kind of thing like that? Like, and don't get me wrong, I like it when brands send me things. I like reviewing tech. I like getting excited about it. I'm excited about the new Pixels. I'm still excited about the new Pixels. They've been out for what, two weeks now, technically. It'll be 2 weeks on Thursday. I think they've been out officially. I mean, I've had this guy for about 3 weeks because I had him for a little bit longer. This was my embargo unit. I purchased them one myself. You know, I really like from where Pixel came from the Nexus days to now, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it should be interesting what the fallout is from this, Bob. It seems like most of it's been resolved. I guess they're going to talk about more, but yeah, Linus got in trouble exposed by Steve. Yeah, has he ever apologized? I think there was a couple of videos. I don't know if it was a direct apology. To me, that whole Gamer Nexus thing was almost felt like not a flex, but like Gamers Nexus does things this way and Linus Group does it this way, and it was just a matter of how things are presented, I guess. I'm not giving Linus a pass or anything like that, but that's what it kind of felt like. So, I like what Linus has done. I've been watching him from the days where he was kind of like on his own, and now he's got this whole business kind of thing. I think this is a case of growing too big, too fast kind of thing, and not having all the checks and balances in place and everything. So whether more of it will be addressed, I don't know. I think the ball's in their court kind of thing, right? So keep in mind that Gamers Nexus did their video about it and everything based on public information. So like all of it's been under our noses this entire time about how things have been done, and they just basically put a microscope to it. Can you guys give me a second here? I have to open my door. It is just smoking hot in here. Give me a second. Okay, we're back. It's hot in here. Where's my drink? Trent, I hereby proclaim you over honorary Canadian. Yeah, Trent's nice enough to be a Canadian, for sure. Trent's a Canadian. Trent, you now have dual citizenship. If they ask you at the border, just tell them Zach said so. They'll know who you're talking about. You're good to go. Okay? Just tell Gary at the border there, Winnipeg. So stupid. Tell him that Zach said it's okay. Anyway, I watched a few non-tech channels too. The Bearded Woodsman, a small Reliance, and a couple good ones. Yeah. You know what other channels? So other than tech channels that I watch a lot of dash cam videos. Like I love watching dash cam videos, but the dash cam videos, they have to be US or Canada. I can't watch any of the Russian stuff. It just drives me nuts. I can't watch Australia, UK, or whatever. There's one channel I watch. It's only US and Canada stuff all the time. And then he does the occasional like truckers only video, and I never watch those. But he uploads like daily, like every single day. They're really good. Like it's just video after video with a little bit of like on-screen stuff and everything. I love videos like that. I have to watch that every day. That and Philip DeFranco. I don't think I've missed a Philip DeFranco show in like 3 years. I watch Philip DeFranco every day, and I love what he does. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for coming through. What do you guys think of this? The look now. It's so wild when I go back and I look at the old videos, my old streams. I'm just like, they look like poop. Trenton and the crew helping me out here. Oh, here we go. The only tech YouTube person I made is, I think you mean to say I like, is Nikias Molina. Yeah, Apple World, man. And Nikias is awesome, man. Makes some good stuff there. I'm so glad to see when he gets to Apple Park and everything like that. He's like so excited. It's so cool to watch. Samsung has way too many SKUs, especially phones. I know Steve Jobs hated that when he turned to Apple, and so he immediately discontinued many of their. Okay, so here's the thing about Samsung. I don't think it's any secret, but it needs to be said. Samsung's strategy when it comes to mobile is to flood the market, specifically in North America. They want it so that when you go to a carrier, when you go to Best Buy, when you go wherever you want to go to buy a phone, even if you go online, that there's something brand new. There's the new Galaxy this, the new A whatever, the new J whatever. That's their strategy. That's literally what they're doing. They're flooding the market. That's why a lot of people in North America associate Android with being Samsung's. Here's a story for you. This is going to make you laugh. True story, at least based on what I read from trusted sources. So we have a bank up here. You guys also have the same similar bank in the United States called TD Bank. TD Bank. It's called TD Trust up here. TD Canada Trust. Toronto Dominion. Toronto Dominion was not on Google Pay for the longest time. Not until about 3 weeks ago. 3 or 4 weeks ago. Every other bank here in Canada has been. Scotia, RBC, Bank of Montreal, etc., etc. Everybody. It's been on Google Pay. TD wasn't. You had to use their app. Or you had to use Samsung Pay. Here's why. Some brilliant executive at TD Bank thought that all Androids are Samsung. I'm no joke, bro. Seriously, they thought all Samsungs are Android or vice versa. So here you have people saying, like, why are you not on Google Pay? Like, with Google, like, Android is Google. Like, that's the standard kind of thing. Because they thought that all Androids were Samsung. So, that's how kind of a stranglehold that Samsung, in terms of the Android market, has within North America. Now, Google is catching up to that, and Google has made huge strides in, like, Japan, for example, right? So it's kind of funny. Now TD Bank is on Google Pay. Like I'm a TD Bank customer, so now I've been using Tap to Pay with my Google Pay. I've been able to use my Visa, but not like my checking account, whatever. When there's money there, when there's money there, yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah. 9 slowed down, and they've been a panel for data XP. Yeah, you know, it's kind of good that they slowed down. I think as long as you guys are happy with the videos that are coming out, I think that's kind of a win, right? They have to because of optics, right? Yeah, they dropped the video discussing what the changes would be made. Even stopped production for about 10 days. Yeah, that was pretty wild 10 days when that happened. Everybody was jumping all over them and everything. It was quite interesting. That blue bubble, green bubble convo is a joke. Back when my son was in high school, a girl presented an essay on the iPhone was best. Son said it was a joke as the girl repeated how iPhone was cute. That's funny, man. Don brings up a good point here. LTT made several videos about it and owned up to it. In my opinion, LTT is entertainment first, but needs better that they're making an effort towards that. They grew really fast and processes didn't keep up. Yeah, I would agree with that too. Like, I don't watch a lot of Gamers Nexus, but I get the vibe from Gamers Nexus that, okay, we are tech first. It is facts, data, da-da-da. Whereas Linus comes across cringy and, you know, the sock sandal kind of thing. And I think that's okay as long as the information is being presented properly and as long as it's being presented truthfully. I mean, look at what I do here, right? There's an aura and there's some silliness kind of thing, right? But I don't do stuff just for the clicks. At least I don't think I do. I've always delivered on my thumbnails and my titles and everything like that. So, yeah. Do you think Google can survive without Samsung? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100% they can. Yeah, they'll be fine. I think if anything, Samsung will exit the mobile market first. I don't think Google will. See, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Google makes beautiful devices. They really do. These are really nice devices. You know, when you look at where, you know, the Pixel line came from to where it is now, like, these are really refined, good-looking devices. But the fact of the matter is that Google does not make a lot of money. They kind of break even with making these. It's not the hardware they're trying to sell. It's the services and the data they're collecting. That's bottom line what it is. It's bottom line. It's no longer a hardware game. I don't think it is, except for maybe if you're going to a form factor change like a foldable. It's about the data and the services, the integration, stuff like that, right? Bobby, I think there are a few big YouTubers that I still enjoy watching. For example, MKBHD, but other channels have become pure spears of hate against Apple. I'm having an opinion, but I get having an opinion, but goodness, yeah, you know, I think you just have to look at somebody's body of work and make that judgment for yourself. A lot of people will call. It's interesting. A lot of people will say Marquez is an Apple sheep. A lot of people will say that he loves nothing but Pixels. I think Marquez just likes what Marquez likes at the time and what's working the best. There's nothing wrong with that as long as he's, you know, giving you guys straight facts and like, here's his opinion, right? Like, you guys know that I reviewed and I've done the Galaxy S23 here earlier this year, back in April. Was it April? April or May? I loved using it. I loved having an S Pen again, everything like that. But I really enjoyed the Pixel experience. I would if someone said to me, Zach, should I get the Galaxy S23 Ultra or the Pixel? I would say flip a coin and you'll be happy. So like, I enjoy both, but I think everybody has their biases, and that's okay as long as they're not trying to hide it, right? So I also think that Marquez gets crapped on way too much for what he's done and the standard he's set for the tech community. We all look up to him. We all love what he does. I don't always agree with the guy, but I enjoy watching a Marquez Brownlee video. I always enjoy watching. It's always a fun experience. Like, what? 8 minutes just went by? What happened? Right? Yeah. I'm not a big Samsung person at all. I would understand why they have many SKUs of good relationship with all the carriers, but Google's created the platform, so I would rather use the home team device. Yeah, and that's a preference thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Samsung's done a great. Okay, so if you know where like Samsung's come from, do you remember TouchWiz? Does anybody remember TouchWiz on a Samsung? Oh my God, it's terrible. But you know, there's nothing else to pick from at the time. One UI is amazing now. It's amazing overlay with Android. So you get your Android stuff. I mean, if you're familiar with what comes preloaded on a Pixel, you're gonna get that. Then you're gonna get the overlay and all the bells and whistles and cool stuff that One UI brings. You know, Mr. Mobile, yeah, Mr. Mobile is one of the mega Android. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot. Well, we were talking about Canadians before. Mr. Mobile is actually nice enough to be a Canadian. Okay, you know what, Michael Fisher, you're Canadian now. There you go. Do you plan to get MagSafe leather cases for the 8 Pro? I'm not familiar with any MagSafe leather cases for the 8 Pro. This is not MagSafe, okay? But I'm not familiar. Let's put this back in the case. Let me show you guys. For those of you that missed it earlier, let me show you guys how this goes in, okay? Let me just clear out some notifications here. We'll clear this out of the screen. So when you're putting your phone into the Bellroy, you want to go bottom. Okay, so we're going to go bottom. We're in the bottom there. And then we want to go button side. And then this corner. And she's in there. Okay, so we're going to click that. Got our power. Good. And volume down, volume up. Power. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Yeah, baby. A couple beauties right there. All right, people. It's currently 10:30 p.m. here. That means 12:30 a.m. out east, 11:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. out west. Good evening to you. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna give you guys one of these right here.
All right.
Appreciate you guys coming through this evening. You've got mail. Okay, cool. You guys like that wallpaper? Go to my Twitter and you'll find out how to get this for spooky season. Looks really good. And then this wallpaper right here, that's one of the AI generated ones. I put this music widget here. I'm gonna just move it up out of the way. This is one of the AI ones. They look really good. They look really, really good. Okay. Whoop. Oh no, did I press the button? Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. Now that I've experienced Pixel, there's no going back. I look at my S23 Ultra with daily disgust. Daily disgust? Like it's like bad kid in the corner. I'm disgusted with you. Being stuck with a girlfriend you have instead of leaving for the side chick you're really... What? What an analogy. Bobby, you're a nut, man. TouchWiz, yeah. Glitchy Central, and yes, the One UI is better. So it's like we had to go through TouchWiz in order to get One UI, people. That's just basically how it is, right? Yeah, TouchWiz was a disaster. I had TouchWiz on... What did I have it on? Galaxy S20... So my first Galaxy device was an S5, and then I had the S6 Edge Plus. Do you guys remember the Edge Plus? What a weird name. Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. And then I had Galaxy 7 Plus. I had 8, 9 Plus. And then I think I went to, oh no, I didn't have, yeah, I had the Note 10 Plus. Remember, I had Note 10 Plus. Note 10 Plus was probably my favorite. But that's when I discovered the Note line. And I'm like, this is cool with the stylus. And the nice thing about it is you didn't have to use the stylus all the time. You had the option, right? Yeah. Did Cal get the snowfall yesterday? Yeah. Dude, we got crapped on, man. Like yesterday. It was just within a half hour, just everything froze over. It was slush and nobody could drive. And then today the roads are dry. They've just been wet. But yeah, it was crazy. Tech Odyssey, yeah, Adam's a good guy over there. Puts out some good content, good stuff. TouchWiz and Samsung Lag are what made me jump to Pixel in 2018. But One UI made me willing to give Samsung another try, and I love it. I'm not opposed to trying Pixels again, though. Yeah, man, like all I can say is, here's the thing. I think most carriers are going to give you like a 1 week or 2 week window. Go get the device. Like, give it a solid 20. I think you'll know within 24 to 48 hours if you want to keep it. And if you don't, go back, return it. Just make sure you have that option. Or you know what? Just hang out in the store and play with the demo if you can for a bit, right? I had the first Galaxy that caught the iPhone user interface. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. All right, people. I know it's kind of early for some of you. Sometimes it feels late. I feel tired. I don't know why. No content tomorrow. I'm going to upload something. I'm going to upload a couple clips to Reels, maybe YouTube Shorts on this channel, and to TikTok. They're just kind of clips from these streams and everything like that. Things that I made with Realize. If you guys don't know who Realize is, Realize AI, check out my Twitter X. I've got a link and a code there for you to check out Realize. Go use that. If you're looking to kind of like repurpose your long form stuff into short form and add captions and everything like that, it's good stuff. Check out Realize, okay? I'm working a little bit with them. It's not an ad or anything like that. It's just really cool stuff. And then there's a lot of creative control as well in the back end. Check them out. But I'm going to release a couple things there. I've got one voiceover project tomorrow. It's from a customer that's always late with payments. That's such a pain. I hate chasing down people for stuff like that. So I'm basically just going to be on Twitter X tomorrow. What else is on the calendar? No stream tomorrow. There won't be a stream unless something comes in. I do have some more cases. Let's take a look here. Tomorrow's Thursday. I won't stream Friday. Well, yeah, next live stream should be Friday afternoon. And then we'll do our regular Sunday morning stream. Sunday stream will be kind of like a 2 week into using the Pixels. Spoiler alert, not a lot has changed. Battery life has definitely gotten better. That's the funny thing about Pixels, right? It usually takes about a week or two for it to kind of figure out like what your patterns are like and everything like that. So it's kind of funny. It was kind of like yesterday or kind of partially today. I noticed the battery power getting a lot better. And for standby, I looked at my phone. I'm like, wow, I'm still at 75%. Okay, cool. So yeah, next live stream should be Friday afternoon. If not Friday afternoon, Sunday for sure. Saturday morning, there will be a video on the Bellroy cases, a published video, not taken from the live stream, a published video, separate published video on ZAKtalks Pixel. It'll point out a lot of the things that we did during the live stream and whatnot. So if you missed today's live stream earlier, which is still up, it's still public. I have not added the chapters yet. If you don't feel like going through that whole thing, because it was about an hour and a half long, watch that video on Saturday on ZAKtalks Pixel about the Bellroy cases and everything like that. And like my only real thing with this is that I was expecting a stronger leather smell. Like it's there. I was expecting a stronger leather smell, but it is 100% full grain leather. So other than that, I would totally recommend these. These are beautiful, beautiful cases, and these colors are awesome. This terracotta is just like, look at this thing, man. Look at this thing. Right? So anyway, I need to go in the back end here of the live stream. There's an option here where I can turn it to unlisted as soon as we go offline. And I'm actually going to private. I'm going to private this live stream from YouTube, but it will still exist on Twitch. So if anybody wants to get me in trouble for the things I said, grab the Twitch VOD. I don't think I said anything stupid. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. It's all good. It wouldn't be the first time. All right, people. Thanks for everybody for coming through. I appreciate you guys. There's a couple more things here. Tech Freeney says, had the first Galaxy. Okay, Bobby, gonna finish up these comments here. Might offend to some, but to me, tech screen game. What? To me, tech screen game over. The Pixel is the perfect device to bridge the gap between Android and Apple. It can be done. We can build a better world. Well, the thing is, Bobby, like Samsungs are gonna look the same as well. Here's the thing, like Apple just needs to add an RCS to their iMessage, and I think we're all good, right? So, Zach, you're invited to my live stream. Just let me know. Let's make it happen. You're on Tech Free Needs. Tech Free Needs. I'm pretty sure we follow each other on Twitter X, so let me know what day and time, and I'll let you know if that works. Because right now my streams have kind of been all over the place just because of the phone releases and everything like that. But like I said, we should be streaming Friday afternoon. We should be streaming Friday afternoon, if not for sure Sunday. Like we've done every Sunday for the last few months. It's going to keep on doing the Sunday streams. Okay? Just send me a DM, man. We'll figure it out. I just saw a decent Canadian-based movie, suspense thriller, last night on Tubi called The Calling, starring Susan Sarandon and Topher Grace. I recommend it. Topher Grace. Oh, okay. I have Tubi. Yeah. Tubi is really good. I don't know if Americans have Tubi, but there's lots of good stuff on there. You know what was on Tubi a few months ago? Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren as like He-Man. And it has a really young, like, Courtney Cox. There's a couple other familiar names in there. The bald guy that played the Strickland in, like, Back to the Future, and he was, like, the boss Navy guy, and, like, what's the guy's name? In, like, Top Gun. Anyway, Masters of the Universe. What a B movie. Here's a side story. Here's a story about Masters of the. Okay, we're gonna end the stream off with this. Okay, I'm gonna queue up the outro here. But first, I'm gonna tell you guys about this. Okay, so. He-Man, right? You guys know He-Man, the cartoon, the toy, whatever, okay? Back in the day, back in the 80s, there was a movie that came out called Masters of the Universe, okay? With Dolph Lundgren as He-Man, a very young Courtney Cox. I think it had the guy who played in, like, Star Trek, Voyager. James Tolkien is the guy. I just remembered now. James Tolkien, the bald guy. He played, like, the Strickland principal, and also the boss for, like, the boss Navy guy from, like, Top Gun. Anyway. Total cheese B-fest, whatever. Here's the funny thing about that movie. The budget that went into Masters... You can look this up. It's a fact. You can find YouTube videos about this and everything. The budget that went into Masters of the Universe was supposed to go into Superman 4 Quest for Peace. Now, if you've ever watched the Christopher Reeve Superman movies, the first two are really good. In fact, the first two were actually filmed back to back or at the same time, and they just split up into two movies. Then there was the third movie that had Richard Pryor. I can't remember what it's called. And then there was the fourth movie, and it's just terrible. It has like this radioactive man. They reuse footage. The green screen just looks terrible. They dub over the kid's voice. So Superman 4 Quest for Peace, it doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. It's terrible. It's fun to watch now. But here's the thing. The budget that was supposed to go into that, they shifted. Canon, which is the people that owned the rights at the time, they shifted and they put into Masters of the Universe. So when you're watching Superman Quest for Peace and you're like, what a piece of shit this movie is, it's because they put all the fucking money into Masters of the Universe, and even that fucking sucked. That's a true story. You can look that up. It is fascinating. It is absolutely fascinating. And here's something else about Masters of the Universe, if you've ever seen it. If you remember towards the end of the movie, it doesn't matter if the spoilers here. If you remember towards the end of the movie where He-Man and Skeletor fight, they go into this weird scene where it's like all flashing lights behind them and everything gets dark, like the set goes dark. It's like the lights went out or anything. Here's what literally happened. They ran out of money. And they went in there with a skeleton crew and literally had people just holding flashlights and everything to give this weird thing. And they did all these tight angles. And if you look really closely, you can see the people working on the movie standing off the side going, oh, what the fuck? Like, it's that's why that scene looks like that, because they ran out of money. You can look this up. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. That's why that looks like that. Not because of some creative choice. They ran out of money. The guy that plays Skeletor, and I can't remember the actor's name, he did the movie because his son loved He-Man, and I thought that was kind of cool. Christopher Lee? Was it Christopher Lee that played Skeletor? I think it was Christopher Lee. Anyway, if you get a chance, look up some videos, if you're into that kind of thing. The connection between, because it was Canon Films that owned both properties, Masters of the Universe, He-Man, and Superman. But the reason why Superman 4 Quest for Peace looks like garbage is because of they put the money into Masters of the Universe. And even then, that ended up looking like garbage. There's actually some pretty cool scenes in it. And it's a fun movie. It's actually very faithful to He-Man, except there's a couple questionable characters and weird things and everything like that. There's a scene where they're eating fried chicken in the bushes when they first get to Earth. And whenever I see that scene, I'm like, damn, I could go for some fried chicken. But seriously, look it up. That's why Quest for Peace was complete garbage, because they put the money into Masters of the Universe. It's a fascinating look at film history, and it's just, I love watching videos and reading about it and everything like that. There's a whole part in Masters of the Universe where some kid entered a contest. Some kid entered a contest to be an on-screen character. They ended up calling him Pig Boy. He's on screen for like half a second. They put him in the movie at the end. He's like this kid wearing this really bad pig mask. You'll see it. It's a Masters of the Universe. Pig Boy. Look it up, man. He won some sort of contest to be in the movie, and they had him in for like half a frame. If you blink, you'll miss it. It's, oh, fuck. I should do a movie channel or like to talk about this kind of stuff, but just fascinating. You guys keep on putting stuff in the chat here. Don Coven, my daughter's school internet was hacked, so no work today, no school tomorrow. People told us not to use school-issued devices and leave laptops at home until told otherwise. I think it's an inside job. Oh my god, dude. Did that make it on the news? Hey, Incisive or whatever your name is over on Twitch, thanks for becoming a follower. I appreciate you. I'm going to give you one of these right here. All right, appreciate you, man. Thanks for being a follower. We're actually wrapping up the stream right now, but appreciate it. Peace and love, brother. Another banger of a stream. Yeah, this one's going to be going unlisted and unprivated. Sharkfin, last comment of the night here. Canon Films and Golden Globus were known as hack filmmakers in the 80s and 90s. That's where all those bad Charles. Yeah, so Sharkfin, you know about this shit, right? Yeah, wild stuff, man. The whole story between Superman 4 Quest for Peace And Masters of the Universe is just a fascinating tale of a studio owning such powerful intellectual property, such powerful IPs, and running out of fucking money. And it didn't have to happen. It didn't happen. I feel bad for Christopher Reeve back then, man. Death Wish sequels, they are so bad, dude. Now I'm catching my second wind here. I want to keep on going with you guys here. But seriously, I need to eat some food. And do I need to eat? No, I don't need to eat. I do need to get going though, guys. I do need to get going. Anyway, people, I'll let you guys all go. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Honestly, I was looking to test this thing. I'm gonna have to end up returning it. And I'm glad you guys got to see earlier with the Bellroy. I'm gonna have a follow-up, like an actual video on ZAKtalks Pixel about that. Next live stream should be Friday afternoon. I'll let you guys know by tomorrow or by Friday morning. Otherwise, Sunday morning at 11:05 a.m. Mountain Time. You guys know how we do it every Sunday at the community stream there. It'll be a good time. Again, I appreciate all of the chats, people coming through. I appreciate the new followers on Twitch. We're doing the dual streaming thing here. We got 18 people watching right now. 3 of you guys over on Twitch. The rest of you over on YouTube. I think we'll keep on doing this dual stream thing here and there. Not all the time. Like Sunday stream, the community stream will for sure just be YouTube, because that's where all you guys are. You guys make this fun. You guys ask amazing questions. You guys have amazing insight. You guys all like to vibe with me. I think we have a good time here. I think we got something going really good. Just want to make sure we keep the consistency going. I got something weird on my face here. Check that out. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I look forward to starting these things up. I have amazing moderators. Don, you're awesome. You're an awesome friend and everything like that. And you know, people like Sharkfin, Bobby, you know, Tech for Your Needs, TA Tech, all you guys in the chat there. If I missed anybody, you know who you are. I love you guys. Always have a good time. All right, people. Let's run the robot. You guys have a good night. Take care. Cheers.